Should be pretty good, yeah. Good to go? Good deal.
So you have to figure out what order we're doing these in. Probably the bourbons and the rye, then the flavored.
We should definitely do the flavored last. This is going to be a little bit of a session.
Yeah.
But that's okay. This is a long video.
Perfect way to start the day.
Yeah, I remember when New Holland just did Dragon's Milk. You know what? Hey, Beckers.
Yeah.
Could you grab us a bottle of Dragon's Milk? We're going deep today.
Jeez.
The beer, please.
Yeah, Honor?
That's all we have, I believe.
I think so too.
You got a bottle opener?
I do not have
I
one.
blast the table.
Do you have a bottle opener? If you could grab us a bottle opener, that'd be mint too. Thank you.
I'll start opening these. Get them all ready to go.
Yeah. I'm not a flavored whiskey guy, but I mean, like, you definitely got to make like cocktails out of these. Jesus,
I'm looking forward to trying them. I found some that I like that aren't so sugary sweet.
The amount of wine bottles I've opened, you think a little bit of this shit right here, I should be able to just get right into it without cutting my finger off.
You'd think so.
Hey,
It's
let's-
alright. You know, you cut open your finger, you stick it in a glass full of whiskey. That's what they used to do.
Seriously struggling here.
It's not going well,
This
is
is
it?
the outtakes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is overwhelming just seeing it all on the table.
It's a lot. It is a lot. Sweet heat.
That one I'm really curious about.
Last? Sweet heat last?
Yeah, definitely. So I think that's the order.
You want to plop Origin right smack dab in the middle there.
Well, I'd like to taste the origin before we... I mean, even the rye is going to be quite spicy compared to the bourbon, so...
I don't know if we're going to get into that beer, but we'll see here in just a second.
Got a nice lineup. All right. Well, we've got a few to get through today. My eyes are getting just really big right now.
Oh my goodness gracious. So we're doing the New Holland line of spirits.
Yep, we got the standard beer barrel bourbon, the Dragon's Milk Origin, the beer barrel rye, beer barrel bourbon baked apple pie, beer barrel bourbon sweet heat, and possibly the Dragon's Milk beer.
Yeah. Keep it. I have to go for a run this afternoon, so maybe we
It should
won't
be fun.
get into the beer. But all right, my man.
You're right, the beer is what's gonna set you off.
It's a thick one.
I haven't done any. I don't have any story or anything like this today. Maybe we save that and edit it in later. I mean, today we've got so many to try that I thought, we'll just get in there and taste them and see what we find.
Let's do it.
All right, let's start with our beer barrel bourbon. Oh, I can smell it from here. Smells great. Now,
That smells good.
I remember when I started working here, I didn't really know much about whiskey. I was mostly Woodford Reserve. And instantly you go online and you kind of research stuff and you find there's the sought after bourbons. And so instantly that's what in my head was good. Other things were not. If it had to be made in Kentucky, nowadays I think that's all. I mean,
Yeah.
Kentucky bourbon is top of the game, but there's some great Michigan bourbons, and this is probably this just standard beer barrel bourbon was the one that people came in most and said that's a legitimately great bourbon. People from out of state, across the country, really like this. So I'm really excited to try it. I never did get a chance to try it. So
It's
it
fantastic.
smells a lot like bananas, which in a really nice way. Maybe some shortbread cookies.
The shortbread. Mm-hmm.
And that is really nice, yeah. Very, very smooth. It's 80 proof. We've talked about it few times how much I don't like Basil Hayden because of the proof and how watery it tastes. At 80 proof, this is
I don't feel like this is
really
a watery.
smooth, but
This
it
is very
has a
good.
lot of flavor, and I'm sure it's pulling out of that Dragon's Milk barrel a lot of the beer flavor.
Oh, that's fantastic.
That is really, really nice.
Yeah, that's yummy.
Like a s'more almost. I get chocolate, a little graham cracker,
More
little
people should be
marshmallow.
drinking this for sure.
Yeah. Just swirled some into my eye.
That'll happen.
God, that smells great. I'm really, really surprised. I shouldn't be, because like I said, everyone spoke so highly of it, and I just haven't gotten around to trying it yet. But
You don't have to go to Kentucky to get good bourbon.
No,
this
no.
is fantastic.
and I'm thinking, because it's a lower proof too, it's easily balanced out with like if you paired the beer and the bourbon together, you get some buddies together, go back and forth. I think that's a really good combination. Beer in one hand, a little bourbon in the other.
That's pretty good. Might have to drink that damn thing today. Yummy.
Yeah, very
That
nice.
was delightful.
I'm really excited to get into next this Origin. It's got such a nice bottle. I think it's really nice touch. The only thing I wish is it was if it was all black or all clear.
I dig what they're
my
doing
one-
with it with the dragon skin.
Yeah, the scales. Yeah. So
Yeah, take a deep dive into that for a second.
well, I'm looking for modern world dominated by common still bourbon. We again opted for the road less traveled, distilling on Prohibition era pot still. Traditional method allows to produce true small batch bourbon, always bottled at the pinnacle of flavor in batches of 100 barrels or less. They're pot still rather than a column. So that's the trick behind their Dragon's Milk Origin. 5 years old, so that's a respectable age on there too. Let's give it a try.
I tell you what, after that beer barrel, tall order.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this stacks up against the standard beer barrel.
Holy shit. Off the nose, dog.
Oh.
That smells amazing. Wow. What proof is this?
I should say in the front. 95, so it is a jump.
Son of a... I might want to
You
put a little
can
more in there
catch
based
that
on the
on the
smell.
nose. You don't want to lose any
Whoa.
at the top. Yeah.
Toffee.
Almost more like I get the cinnamon of like a weeded bourbon,
Mm-hmm.
which is I don't think it's weeded, so
Holy shit, that
Yeah,
smells
toffee and
amazing.
butterscotch is
Yeah,
kinda
for sure.
going
The
into-
butterscotch is heavy. I can eat this.
oh my god.
And that's why people are clamoring for this
Dragon's
bottle.
Milk Origin. That's why
Wow.
I've
2
been
for
able
2.
to find a bottle in so long. Yeah, that's really nice. I mean, it's just a great step up from the beer barrel bourbon.
Yep.
Wow.
What a sharing bottle that is.
I know.
That's fantastic.
It'd be one to shame to empty out. Oh, there's a little dragon on the front too. It's nice. This is just a great little bottle.
Honestly, I'm super impressed with this.
Yeah,
This is fantastic.
Really, really wonderful. A lot of those toffee flavors. Baked sugar. Oh man.
See, I'll fumble over the words. You're really good at explaining what you're tasting. For me, this is just, it's fantastic.
Yeah, it's just a really nice bottle. I'm glad we finally got our hands on a bottle because I've been wanting to try this one for quite a while.
Have to share this with the squad.
Oh yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Next bottle, buddies.
That could get
Although
a little rough.
that might be more
I
of
don't
the
know.
flavored.
Yeah,
beer
we should
bourbon.
probably do the flavored ones for that, but we'll
Now,
save.
I hadn't even realized they made a beer barrel rye. So this is another one that I'm really excited to try. I like New Holland Spirits. They do a lot of good stuff. I like their gins.
Yeah, their gins are phenomenal. Well, their liqueurs too.
Yeah, that
Do it.
Clockwork Orange is really nice.
It's a great alternative.
Wow.
Definitely get the sweetness out of it.
Big banana
Right.
in it again for me. Must be something they're pulling out of the Dragon's Milk barrels. There's some kind of like herb or something in there. Whew. Blasting my nose out with the rye. It's almost minty on that finish.
Boy, I was just going to say that. That's
It's
odd.
really
That's
nice.
an odd flavoring.
It's spicy, it's crisp.
Yeah.
There's a little tiny bitterness on the end, but then it's just, for me, it's all mint, which would just make for a really nice cocktail, I think. This would be a great,
good little
great
julep.
mixed bourbon. Yes.
Big. You know, when the Kentucky Derby comes around, forget about that Woodford Reserve. Maybe pour that into your julep.
Mm-hmm. That's wonderful. And I generally am a mixing ryes.
With the rye, I was just going to
There's
say
a
that
few
would be a
ryes
good
that
one
I
to mix
drink
with too.
straight, barrel seagrass, but that's finished.
Yeah.
This is one I could just sit and enjoy a whole glass of. It's very nice and approachable and easily drinkable, especially for a rye, which I tend to find a little spicy.
Good on you, New Holland. These are delightful.
Keep it up.
For sure. Keep it up. Mm. My least favorite part of the tastings is the flavored whiskeys, but
Well, this is baked apple pie. It's only 70 proof. So when they make them such a low proof, it is a lot easier to get the flavor out of it, and you're not scaring people away that don't want a whole lot of whiskey flavor. It does smell like apples. See, they got apples and cinnamon with
Definitely
pastry
cinnamon.
crust is what they're telling you the notes are.
the
gonna
pastry crust and the cinnamon for sure. Get that right away. It's a light apple.
be. Oh, yeah. The smell isn't bad. It doesn't smell like
Doesn't smell fake.
Yeah, it doesn't smell fake. It really does smell like maybe you're cutting apples right in front of you with cinnamon on them. Oh my god. So I have talked about how I don't like flavored whiskey and bourbon too much, but this is definitely not like a Fireball.
Yeah, like they're
is
not.
all
They're
sugar.
not trying
It's
to
like
just
syrupy
pack it full
sweet.
of flavor. It's
Right.
It's a really good expression of what they're trying to serve.
This tastes exactly like the drink apple pie. You know, when you make that, it's just so rich and sweet. Really nice apple cider flavor. This you could just pour straight into apple cider, and you wouldn't even need
there's
that
a
much
good
apple
balance
cider.
to this for sure.
This would be a good sleigh bell drink, you know, in your thermos. Maybe thoughts for next year.
Mm-hmm. Hey, how about getting some 50 milliliters of this, New Holland?
Yeah. That
How
would
about,
be
how
killer.
about bringing in some 50 milliliters?
I get like a really nice tart Granny Smith on the back end, which is another reason I don't think it's
Yeah.
all sugar like some of them. Usually you're just left with a tongue coated with sugary sweetness.
Mm.
This is really nice.
Yeah.
Color me very, very, very surprised. You gotta get out and try this one.
Yeah, flavored whiskeys are your thing. This is definitely.
And if you're not really into bourbon, I mean, this bottle and this bottle. If you usually like, your flavored whiskeys, this would be the baked apple pie would be awesome to go with.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just have this with you too to, you can add some of this to this and balance it out and slowly work into just drinking the bourbon. I know quite a few people who
That's a good
only like flavored whiskeys and bourbons because that taste of the alcohol kind of scares them off. So you kind of work in. I mean, a lot of people do that with ice. So you start with a few cubes of ice, then 1 cube, a little bit of water, and then suddenly you're drinking bourbon straight. That's kind of how I went in. But if you're coming in from the flavored end, that'd be a good way to do it. I'm gonna finish mine.
Well, look at that.
That was really, really nice.
The sweet heat's got me intrigued, though.
This one scares me a little bit. I'm not sure what sweet heat means. I haven't really read the label too much yet.
Like a hot tea. There you go, brother.
All right.
I mean, I don't have my glasses. There's no way I'm reading that. But bourbon whiskey finished in stout barrels with natural flavors.
All right. Well, let's see if we can find them. What are the natural flavors?
Peach.
Ooh, definitely peach, yeah.
It's like a peach tea.
Probably a spicy peach tea with some peppers.
Peach comes right out on it.
You know what?
Holy shit.
I think maybe we haven't talked about it on the podcast yet. They do get a nice like pepper burn in the throat. I love a bourbon peach tea in the summer. This would be incredible in one. I like spicy stuff in the summer when it's hot out. St. Ambrose makes a habanero sizer that's incredible when it's hot out. Something about the spicy kick. This would be great. I mean, all you need is a little bit of peach tea. Maybe not even peach tea because there's so much peach flavor in here.
Have you ever had whiskey slush?
I've had something like it, but not.
So
quite.
our friend Emily, her family makes. They take crushed, like that really fine crushed ice.
Right.
Basically, just pour a bottle of whiskey into it
Uh-huh.
and put it in the freezer for a little bit, and it makes this slush. And just
This right here.
this right here, this sweet heat. I don't really get a whole lot of heat. You were right though.
It's just on the back end,
with a
just
little bit of
kinda
the pepper.
builds a little bit.
But this
This
would make a
is
phenomenal
really,
whiskey
really
slush.
good.
Makes me think
It's not.
summer's right around the corner.
I mean, we've done peach
little
crown. I've had peach old smoky. They're all fine, but they're really, really sweet. Both of these are very much nicely balanced little flavored bourbons.
I think you hit it on the head with the Crown Peach. This would be a good alternative. You just have to explain the heat a little bit to the
if you
customer.
like the spicy, if you like
But-
crown peach, it's definitely worth a try if you can handle.
100%.
I mean, again, it's not. I'm not. My nose isn't running. I'm not sweating. It's
No.
just a little bit of heat on the back end.
You know, I said at the beginning I don't like flavored
I
whiskeys,
know.
but Jesus, this one right here.
Saw you on it. God, it smells like a peach cobbler too. The
The
longer,
longer
it
you
sits.
wait, though, a little bit of that heat comes in.
See, I
It's
like
like a
that.
slow burn. I
Yeah.
dig that.
That's what I think. You know what? Like we did with the Cascade Blonde.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
that Wesco cup full of ice. A couple shots of this and some tea. That would
Yeah.
just be money in the summer. Oh, yeah, these open up really nicely.
Yeah, they do.
I think
Yeah,
if
they
we
do.
sat with the baked apple pie and maybe put an ice cube in it too, they're not super high proof anyway, but I think even more would come out, which isn't usually the case with flavored whiskey.
Yeah.
I can't stop talking about it because it's really interesting. I mean,
It is good.
I like when people try to make a flavored whiskey that isn't sugar sweet.
Right. Yeah, they definitely did it right. I think with some of the larger distilleries, they're just trying to look for mass production, where a smaller distillery, a craft distillery, can take the time to really put in.
And I mean, yeah, and what we see, I mean, sweet sells. It's more approachable to everyone. People will try a flavored whiskey and go, "Oh my God, it doesn't even taste like whiskey. I love it."
Right.
You can get some whiskey flavor out of these, and I think you could, someone who doesn't like whiskey would enjoy them. So I think this is a more balanced approach, and I think you hit the nail on the head. New Holland is putting the time in and really hammering down on what they want to accomplish with these. I don't think they would have released a sweet heat if it hadn't been this nice. And I know I was a little skeptical at first, but I think
I was
I'm
100% skeptical.
drinking my words now.
Good job, New Holland.
Very, very good job.
Cheers.
Hey, cheers. That is really nice.
Yeah, dude. Surprisingly good. No
So
bullshit.
You're gonna drink that now?
No. But honestly, they were all really good.
They were very, very good. Yeah. I think this might be my favorite just because of just how I can picture myself using it with
Yeah.
friends.
What's the price difference between that Origin and the beer barrel?
Oh, I just priced in the Origin. Maybe
mean,
10, 15 bucks.
That's not bad.
No.
That's not bad if you
For a
want to
nice
just step
jump
up.
improve, yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's exactly what it's for. I mean, if you like a beer barrel bourbon, going to the Origin is just the logical step up. And if you want to mix cocktails, you go with the Dramming. And if you're having friends over for a bonfire, going to the beach, they got
They got it all.
bourbon,
They've nailed
whiskey
it.
for every
Yeah.
occasion.
Hell yeah. That was a good one, dude.
It was very good.
I got a little bit of a tinkle in my eye.
That's the way he did it. I mean, that's just super cool.